Sorry I'm late, folks. The problem with having a schedule that you're set on is that when you suddenly kind of get sick or just don't feel well and you can't do a video, all the stuff you want to do that day gets bumped back, and then stuff gets bumped back even further when you have to compensate on the next day, but then it puts too much on your plate that day, so you got to bump back even further. So, yeah, I didn't get to the what if on my normal Wednesday because I wasn't feeling well Tuesday, and the videos I was doing Tuesday I bumped to Wednesday, and so forth and so on. But anyway, we're here, part 9 of What If Naruto Was an Uchiha, and last time on the Naruto What If Naruto Was an Uchiha, part 9, we left off with Sarutobi actually giving Naruto the monkey summoning contract. He says that he's earned this, that he's very proud of how far he's come, and that it will aid him very much in the future. Now, Jiraiya, having only just met Naruto, like in the last week of his training, does say that he was hoping to eventually give Naruto the Toad summoning contract. He says it's to Sarutobi, not to Naruto. And Sarutobi says like it's true that the Toads probably would have aided him as well, and maybe following in the footsteps of his father might have been helpful. But at the same time, Naruto needs to become his own person. And he also notes that, and someone did bring this up. You realize, right, it is possible to carry more than one summoning contract. We know Sasuke somehow gained the contract for the Hawks while also having a snake contract. He's continually had the snake contract. We've seen him use that past when he used the Hawk contract. We've only seen him use the Hawks once. So when the hell he gained the summoning for the Hawks, we have no idea. But you can have more than one summoning. The easy way to do that is just say, use the summoning with the other hand. That's all you got to do. That's the easy way of going about it. There might be more to it than that, but yeah, maybe you have to consciously know what you're summoning. Obviously, you do to know the chakra to summon a toad or whatever animal. Point being, Naruto basically tries out, and there's 2 known monkey summons. There's Enma, the boss summon, and then there's one that's introduced in Boruto through Konohamaru called Enra, who is a partner to Konohamaru. Now, so far, what we know of the monkeys as it is, and I'll probably introduce some more monkeys down the line of my own creation, is that they are very skilled in terms of hand-to-hand combat. Like Enma is a highly skilled fighter, very strong, able to even hold his own against like former Hokages when he fought against the first and the second. They both seem capable of transformation type jutsus, mostly into bow staffs. But though Enma himself turns into the adamantine staff, adamantine is theoretically indestructible by any sort of means. But in the concept of world of Naruto, adamantine is just hard as about diamond. To which he even said the one swing of the crest, it will still hurt my body. Orochimaru's sword could still hurt him. And Enma was able to even, duplicate himself to create a prison with the adamantine staff. He was also able to basically form any of his body parts out of the staff, his eye. He stretched out his arm to just, strangle Orochimaru. There also is some sort of a type of Fujutsu, a sealing jutsu that involves like an ethereal chakra arm of an ape paw. That is used by Konohamaru in an episode of Boruto. But they obviously the apes probably have many more jutsus beyond that. Because they legitimately have hands to do hand signs. They probably know legitimate hand sign type jutsus. They probably have chakra elements. If I were to be a betting man, what elements they're probably most familiar with? They're probably most familiar with fire and earth. And I say that because, and I'm sure you'll probably get monkeys that are skilled in all forms of jutsu. You get the toads that know at least fire and water jutsu most of the time. There's some toads that probably do know wind jutsu as well. They probably know the whole line. But lightning, wind, and water don't seem to fit monkeys that well. Monkeys are not primarily, you get a couple monkeys that do swim, but are arboreal animals by nature. So earth, like the trees, things along those lines. Fire being, kind of a standard element in general. Those are elements I think monkeys would probably know more than anything else. Whether or not they know it or not, I'll be honest, I'll probably make up some jutsus for the monkeys later on. But point being, though, and Naruto does summon Enra for his first chance, a shot. It's like, hey, this is pretty good. And Enra is kind of described and shown off to be a kind of like the monkey equivalent of Gamakichi. He's a little, immature or brash. Actually, at this point, he might be too young to be summoned now. I think about it, because I am thinking of Boruto. So now, actually, let's just say he summons a couple no-name monkeys for now. I'll probably write down and think of some monkey names later on. But then he gets the final big one. It takes maybe a day or two for him to get this down. The second day, Sarutobi even comes in and sees him again, see how he's doing. Naruto presses and actually manages to summon Enma. And I'm trying to get Enma's voice down because I can still remember what Enma's voice sounds like. Sarutobi, who is this boy? Why have you summoned me, Sarutobi? And I say, actually, old friend, I'm not your summoner today. It's like, wait, is it Azuma then? Because we don't know. Azuma might have had the monkey contract. It is the Sarutobi contract. Actually, I'd like you to meet your new summoner, Naruto Uzumaki. Naruto Uzumaki, and they actually looks at Naruto. I was like, that is, by the way, the name you're still going with, isn't it, Naruto? That's gonna come back later in this video, by the way. Naruto's like, I've been thinking of old man, and I'm not gonna explain what he says, but he basically says like, very well. I was like, Naruto Uzumaki. So you must have been Kushina's boy. So he must. He probably wouldn't. I don't know if he would have known who Naruto's parents were. I don't think he ever had a chance to meet them. So you're the boy Sarutobi has mentioned. Sarutobi has mentioned you once or twice. So he's decided to give you our summoning contract. Well, if you are a new summoner, then I'll be proud to serve you. However, there is something I'd like to see. Just how capable are you, boy? It's like, what, capable? Yes, show me how strong you are. If you are worthy of the monkey contract or not. It's like, well, what do you want me to do? And then Enma actually gives like a bit of a grin. Like, fight me, of course. It's like, well, fight me, of course. You want me to fight you? All right. It's like, unless you're scared. To which Naruto just activates Chakra. It's like, it's on, you old monkey. That's the spirit I like, boy. And then they go toe-to-toe. Now, this is something interesting. Remember, Naruto's style is a blend right now of a bunch of styles he's probably seen, but mostly the strong fist and the gentle fist, which with Naruto's natural spontaneity, I've turned into a bit of a drunken fist style. Now, drunken fist, monkey kung fu is often sometimes called drunken monkey. Drunken fist and monkey kung fu aren't exactly the same thing, but you can merge them hand in hand together. So it's interesting to see that, and I imagine like the actual true, like maybe martial arts style of the monkeys might be something akin to monkey kung fu, which again isn't the exact same thing as drunken fist, but they are sister styles that can be merged into one. And Enma even points out on this. Plus, with Naruto's Sharingan, he's actually, Enma's got to actually apply. He's like, you put up a good fight, boy. Your style is actually quite similar to my own. Wait, my own? Then he actually goes into monkey style, and Naruto's like, what the hell? He can't regularly predict his movements because Drunken Fist is very fluid and random at points. You fight like a drunk, so you'll do like random things like boom, boom. You throw a punch, but you stop and then just uppercut with the other hand. You'll do random stuff in Drunken Kung Fu and Monkey Kung Fu, which is why it's something that would really fit Naruto pretty well. And Enma, being a monkey and actually having feet that are basically hands, can fight with 4 hands essentially and his tail. And he ultimately pretty much beats Naruto down. But he's like, I must admit, Sarutobi, this boy, he's quite impressive indeed. Indeed, you have proven your worth, boy. I, Enma, head of the monkeys, agree to be your summon. And the monkeys will aid you should you need it. It's like, he's like, well, thanks, Lord Enma. Enma, I really, thanks, old monkey Enma. I don't know if you call him old man Enma or old monkey Enma, but you know what? I actually think because I'll give Naruto credit in this case. I think he'd be respectful to Enma. Like he'd call him Lord Enma. And Enma's like, just Enma, that'll be fine. Enma will be fine, boy. But with Gambunta, we know we know Jiraiya and Gambunta, he can be a little bit more cavalier with. And he even calls like the third Hokage old man and stuff like that. But that's more of a term of respect with Naruto. I think with Enma though, he would call him just Enma because starts off, and I think it's the big one. He starts off on good terms with Enma, whereas with Jiraiya and Gambunta, he did not start off on good terms with them. So it kind of ingrained the whole disrespectful terminology towards him. But anyway, like the last few days leading up to the finals, and not including the last day, Naruto's practicing with a couple monkey summonings. He's just perfecting the jutsu he knows, just so I can recap the jutsu I know I've given him, which I know which ones I've given him. He's got Gale Palm and Great Breakthrough. He's got the Fireball Jutsu and Phoenix Flower Jutsu. And he's got the Shadow Clone Shuriken Jutsu, as well as the Water Wall Jutsu. And now he's got the Summoning Contract. That's 7 jutsu. I'm sure I'll be giving him more down the line, but this is a good amount for him to learn. By the by, I still don't think he's going to be copying any jutsu right now with the Sharingan. There's been no jutsu for him to really copy. I mean, like, he could theoretically copy the mind transfer jutsu, but yeah, I think he's really much more going to be saving it for the field. Anyway, he's been practicing like with Enma and the others. They've been instructing that his style is very much like this, so they've been training him more in just the straight monkey style as opposed to the mixed style he's been using, which Naruto quickly takes to it because it really wasn't much different than his own. Naruto's using his Sharingan a bit more. I think he's just protecting what he's using. We cut now to the night prior to the tournament, and Naruto is kind of just standing by, well, maybe not the night, the day of, let's say. Naruto is standing by the training post, and he's just thinking things over, and he's wondering if he can really beat Neji or not from everything he's heard, from everything he saw with Neji. Neji is still extremely powerful, and Naruto recognizes that. And then he suddenly sees Hinata there. He's like, oh, Hinata, it's you. I was like, oh, hello, Naruto. So you get that interaction with Hinata. Now, I've heard a lot of people actually comment, like, Naruto probably wouldn't go for Hinata. And I don't want to call you out saying this is the people trying to get me to not do Naruhina. I'm just saying it does maybe lend itself to those people. Saying that maybe Naruto wouldn't really go for Hinata because Hinata shouldn't be as enamored with Naruto in this. Because he wasn't the dead last, he wasn't always. It's not the same Naruto. But the problem is, we know from the last movie, which as far as we know is canon, that Naruto saved Hinata from bullies, and that's where the infatuation, or at least the noticing of Naruto, really started with Hinata. He saved her from bullies. That would have still happened, and that probably would have been before he activated his Sharingan or know he had it. Now remember, in this version, Naruto didn't know he had the Sharingan for a while, and then he realized that, and he still didn't do much with it. His scores in class didn't improve that much. Like, he got into like the average area with his like test results, but that was about it. And that was after a long time of sucking in class. So nothing about Naruto has honestly changed in a way that Hinata still wouldn't have those feelings for Naruto. At least not in my opinion. Nothing that dressed. Now, if Naruto were like a genius and all that, it might have been very different. The big thing is, if Naruto hadn't stood up for Hinata and protected her that day, we might have been seeing something different down the line. Or if Naruto would just add the village for a long time in his life, like with Jiraiya adopting him, what if. It might have been different. In this case, I do believe Hinata still very much has that infatuation with Naruto. Maybe not quite to the same degree. So maybe, in fact, because it's not like, if her full infatuation is a 100, then this one's a 90. It's maybe not quite there as like just head over heels in love, but she very much likes him and very much has a thing for him. And because of that, maybe it gives her a little bit more confidence when talking to him, just so she's maybe not doing that. Maybe she's still stuttering. I think the stutter thing is just something that's kind of naturally with her for the early part. But maybe she's not doing the whole thing. But no, they have that conversation, and she just now it's not quite the same conversation. I'll grant you. It's like you're a proud failure. It's not quite that. But she does mention that how she's seen him struggle and everything along those lines. But no matter what, you get up and you keep doing what you do. You keep trying to prove to everyone that they're wrong about you. And I think that does still hit home with Naruto. And Naruto even says, I don't think he would say that he thought. Well, maybe he probably would say something. He's like, I'll admit, Hinata, I kind of used to think you're a little weird, a little quiet, shy, and everything. But, I've kind of realized that I like people like you. People who don't judge people just based on, and he adds something on it. People who don't judge people based on that, but base them on their actions and who they are. And I really appreciate that, Hinata. And it's a very genuine moment between the two of them. And she's he likes me, and she barely is able to hold on. And then he also, I think this is something he should have pointed out too. He's like, don't worry, Hinata. And don't worry, I'm going to get Neji back for what he did to you. You can believe that. And this is that Naruto's like, not that believe it, but you can believe it. It's like, yeah, right on. So I do believe that Naruto still runs late. That whole gimmick was funny. And we get to the final exam. Now, trust me, we're going to at least get through Neji and Naruto's fight. Trust me on that. Should know that I don't think Dotsu would have tried to take Sakura out. I think the reason he tried to take Sasuke out, is because, Sasuke was directly fighting... Dotsu. Gaara, that was the name I was looking for. The reason he tried to take Gaara out was because he was directly fighting Sasuke, and Gaara wasn't from the Leaf. He was from the Sand. If someone from the Sand disappeared in the Leaf Village, they wouldn't have cared, really, at all. I mean, they would have been wondering why he didn't show up, but that's it. Someone on the Leaf disappears and dies, I think Dos is smart enough to realize that might not be as smart. Now, granted, we know that, Hayate got knocked off, unfortunately. Frankly, that probably wasn't that smart either, but they knew he was spying, so they had to get rid of him. And yeah, unfortunately, for Dosu, he can't afford to get killed Sakura because Leaf Village Ninja. Plus, she would have been training with Kurenai for the majority of the time. And yeah, Kurenai, by the by, would have taught her like I said, Earth Jutsu and Genjutsu. At least a Earth Jutsu. Maybe one or more, but we'll get to that when we get to that. Point being, though, is everyone gets there, minus Sasuke. Fortunately, it's Neji's fight and Naruto's fight. And Naruto basically did say sent the monkey to Saratobi, saying that yes, you need to give an announcement. To say announce it, or basically he gave the monkey a message to Saratobi saying, "I want you to announce it." And basically he's like, "Attention! The first match will begin between Neji Hyuga and Naruto Naruto Uzumaki, also known Naruto of the Uchiha clan." It's like, what? And then it's like, what? And it's like, he just, that's right. It's like, yep, that's right. And it's like, boom. It's like, wait, he's an Uchiha? What? That's impossible. The Uchiha wiped out. It must be a trick. There's no way that bread is. I can assure, and then the Okage said, I can assure you, I've confirmed this myself, and with multiple sources. However, Naruto wishes to say something. Or actually, before he says that, it's like, Naruto sources. We tested in every possible. It is true. There is one surviving member of the Uchiha clan beyond Sasuke himself. And everyone's just like, oh man, it's like, we've been harassing one of the last Uchiha. Oh my god, what are we doing? To which Naruto said, now Naruto would like to say something before we begin. And it's like, Naruto basically just, looks out with his Sharingan eyes. It's like, oh my god, what are we going to do? Well, we're sorry. It starts saying some sorries. Like, and then Naruto just, shut up! It's like, what? It's like, what? Because I'm a Uchiha now, you think you just make everything go away? You think because my name changed, because my lineage is so important to you that I can just be, that you can just swept under the rug, that you can just say sorry and that everything is fine, that you will treat me different, that I get better treatment, I'll be treated like a prince, just like you treated Sasuke the whole time. Well, screw that. And everyone's just kind of like taken back by this, like, because I don't give a rat's ass of what my parents is, who my parents ultimately were, if they were a Uchiha, if they were a Hyuga, or whatever. All I care about is who I am. I may be an Uchiha by blood, but I'm Naruto Uzumaki, and I'm gonna stay that way, no matter what eyes I have, no matter what blood runs through my veins. If you want to treat me different, that's fine. But treat me like Naruto Uzumaki. Don't treat me like Naruto Uchiha. And then he's basically saying, this is my name no matter what. I may be an Uchiha. I may have the Sharingan. I may have that blood. But you know what? That doesn't change who I've been. Just because I have these eyes doesn't change who I've been the whole time. So basically, either you can learn to live with that, or we can get over it. But my name is not what defines me. I'm what defines me, and basically, making that statement. And a couple of the Joan, and there's a lot of the civilians who are like taken back by this, but a good portion of the ninja population actually kind of stands up and gives them a solid clap for that. And even like Hina's like, yeah, and Sakura's just like, that's my teammate, yeah. And Hina's like, wait, Sakura, you knew this? It's like, and she actually, because she can hear yelling from the stands, like, it's like, yeah, of course, he's my teammate. And everyone's just like, well, no wonder I lost to him. To which Ino actually gives him a solid, or actually, I'd imagine be Choju gives him a solid smack on the head. Ow, what the heck? Didn't Naruto just tell you not to do that? It's like, oh crap, you're right. And after everyone kind of like calls him, now then, Neji, see, and he just cracks his neck. I think you and me have something to settle. It's like, just because you're an Uchiha doesn't change the fact that this match is over. It was over before it started. Destiny has declared me the winner. It's like, yeah, we'll see about that. Let's do this. And, they charge in, and, the fight goes down. And Naruto immediately with the Sharingan's able to protect, because Neji wasn't expecting this. He's still fighting Naruto like he doesn't have the Sharingan eyes, but he quickly realized that Naruto is predicting his moves, and Naruto using, monkey style is actually getting, because again, he wouldn't be a master by any stretch of the means, but because it's a style that he's technically already been proficient with for some time, he quickly picked it up. So he's very much a practitioner, like a skilled practitioner. So he comes in and actually gets a solid strike in on Neji, like with his knuckle. Because that's it's monkey kung fu can also deal with your knuckles, so he gets a solid strike with his knuckle, even putting some chakra in there. And Neji notices, like, and then Naruto has to avoid real quick, but then does just one hand sign because he's been practicing, and boom, and it pushes Neji back. Naruto did get nicked by Neji. Fortunately, there's no chakra point, I don't think, there. And Neji's that attack. It was similar to the gentle fist. Of course, that's why. And then he realized earlier on, that's why I recognized your style when fighting Kiba in the finals. You blended the gentle fist into another style entirely. You bastardized it. So I prefer to think has improved it. Besides, don't worry. What I developed really already existed as something else. So I'm just using that instead now that I've picked it up. And it's like, yeah. That will not do it. That will not do it all, Naruto. So prepare. Now that you're taking him seriously, Naruto, makes a couple clones. They come in. He quickly starts to dismantle the clones. But Naruto then makes another one. Just quickly creates a hand sign as Neji's coming in for the final strike. Fire style, fireball jutsu, wind style, right through. And then he rotations to get out of the way. Naruto gets, caught in there, shredded a bit, then gets blown back. His arms is now just like the skin just got scraped to the side. Damn it. Saying, you really think I would let you get away with something like that? I saw these attacks before. I was like, I thought I could have had you there, but I guess not. Let's try this again, huh? And then basically Naruto's coming in. This time he's actually constantly making the hand sign for the Gale Palm. And basically combining the kung fu with with monkey kung fu with his Gale Palm, and basically like and Neji picks up on this, and everyone's noticing, holy crap, Naruto's strong. And then Neji's pointing, he's combining the Gale Palm with his monkey style to create palm, wind palm. It's almost basically it's like the Hyuga style vacuum palm, and he unfortunately gets cuffed on the side by a blast, which. And then Naruto capitalizes on that, just lands a solid smack right on his spine, but Neji then grabs his arm, hits his arm, gets a chakra point, and it numbs up the arm a little bit. So Naruto's like, it's like, damn, yeah, you're quite right on that, because you're within my range. And then Naruto's like, crap. And gentle fist style, 64, 2 palms, 4 palms, 8 palms, 16 palms, 32 palms, 64 palms. Or you go to the 128 palms. But Naruto, again, is able to avoid some of those attacks because he can see them coming. And he's got enough reflex to avoid some of them. So not all of the 64 strikes hit him. About 50 of them just do, though. Like the first few he miss, like, but unfortunately, damn, and then so forth. Naruto isn't completely down and out yet, but he's struggling. Now, where is Kurama in this? Kurama's been sleeping. He's aware of what's going on. But Naruto didn't have that moment where he can naturally tap into Kurama's chakra. So how is Naruto going to get himself out of this? Naruto can barely keep his Sharingan activated at this point. But he can still keep it. Like, he's actually struggling to even keep both of them. So he decides to keep one eye open. Instead, kind of doing Kakashi style. It's like, I see. So you're channeling all the remaining chakra into that single eye, Naruto. But it will not be enough. You're right about one thing. I am channeling into one single eye. And it's like, this is over. And then he just charges. Neji, thinking that it's pretty much over, thinking he's got him, just charges right into Naruto. Ready to end this. And Naruto's about like, but who says I'm completely out of tricks? Little does he know, he still had one clone sitting in the back, ready for one final attack. And all of a sudden he hears Phoenix style, fire style, Phoenix flower jutsu. It's like, what? And then, where's that clone? What? That clone is hiding. And like, Neji throws a kunai, hits the clone, but unfortunately, the Phoenix flowers are on point. And then, he does one more rotation, but Naruto comes in with one final shot. You can see the chakra. He's like holding his chakra. You can see the chakra, what the chakra he has, concentrated in both his eye and his fist. And he realizes that he's charging up for one big gale palm from this. You won't. It's like, that won't work. And all of a sudden, he freezes, realizing, what is this? Naruto melts away. And, the world just kind of wonky. And then he quickly realizes, like, shit, this is a genjutsu. Release! All of a sudden, gale palm! He basically goes, he releases it. Because here's the thing, and I'm going to look this up right now just to be sure I'm not talking out my ass here. Byakugan. Not Byakugan. Byaku, yeah, but, Byakugan. Because I know the Sharingan is capable of seeing through genjutsu. But the Byakugan is a little bit more, it's a little bit more, what's the best term? It's not really confirmed if it can do that or not, as far as I know. It grants incredible clarity and insight. It can clearly see and analyze minute details, even at high speeds, granting a highly accurate sense of perception. But that's not... Can it perceive past... Like, can it not necessarily dispel or see through genjutsu? And the anime is shown to be able to use infrared to detect target through their body heat. Interesting, but that's not canon. Can determine development of one's chakra, all right? Even if it can even see an elemental affinity. Also powered up to see into a target's mind to determine their thoughts and feelings, even though through looking through memories, which Kaguya can perform, but that's like Kaguya level. Can see chakra to a higher perception than the Sharingan, such as identifying a person's chakra signatures. It can see the flow of tracking, but I'm not getting... Oh, okay. Can also decipher whether or not genjutsu is being used on them, either the wielder or others. However, despite its resistance and perceptive gaze to most targets, certain Kekkei can produce powerful enough genjutsu to overpower Byakugan. Okay, so yes, that actually does... That is confirmed then, that yes... The Sharingan, the Byakugan it does have a Sharingan-like ability to pierce through genjutsu, but powerful enough genjutsu can overpower Byakugan, and a Kekkei genjutsu from a Sharingan would fall under that category. That said, Naruto hasn't been, at least in terms of this what if, hasn't been having a lot of practice with this technique. So I think he'd quickly identify it, and it's powerful, so he quickly has to just... release! Unfortunately, at that point, Naruto is right there. It's like, he's right there. Gale palm! And then just knocks the ever-loving, pun intended, wind out of him. And then just, boom, craters him in the wall. Just, and then just, he pops back, lands on his feet, and then just, damn. And then just, poof. And then the wind... Neji goes unable to fight. The winner is Naruto Uzumaki. And then everyone does cheer. And it's legitimate. And Naruto's looking around as he can still see with his Sharingan. It's more that he can see that people aren't hiding like their feelings about the fact that, wow, okay, he called us out on that bullshit. We were thinking, we were immediately treating it different because of the name. No, he can see that people generally like the fight, generally like the fact that he tried hard and all that. It's the same bit here. And now that Naruto has revealed this stuff to the world, people might be treating differently, but he can see through it with his Sharingan. Deactivates it to save chakra and heads up to the stands. So quickly, obviously the Sasuke and Gaara fight hasn't happened yet, so we skipped that. The Kankuro Shino fight, Kankuro forfeits, so that goes the same. The Tamari and Shikamaru fight, the exact same. So when we next catch up, we're going to Dotsu and Sakura immediately. So until then, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, share, subscribe. And I will see you folks next time. I got one more what if, and they'll be done for the day. Later, folks.